Once upon a time, in the heart of the jungle, the lion, known as the king of beasts, lay lazily under a vast, shady tree. The air was still, except for the gentle rustling of foliage. All of a sudden, the lion felt a tiny creature scamper across his mighty paw. With a roar that sent shivers through the jungle, he awoke, trapping a little mouse beneath his claws. "How dare you disturb my slumber, little creature," the lion growled, his voice echoing through the trees. "I ought to make you my snack." The mouse, quivering with fear, gathered his courage and replied, "O mighty lion, I am so small and insignificant, surely not worth your meal. Please let me go, and perhaps I might be of help to you one day." The lion chuckled heartily, the whole jungle seeming to join in his laughter. "Help? You? A tiny mouse helping the king of the jungle? Now that's a laugh." Yet feeling a twinge of mercy, the lion decided to release the little creature. "Go on, but don't think you can ever be useful to me." He strained and struggled with all his strength, but the more he fought, the more entangled he became. His powerful roars echoed through the jungle, reaching the ears of the mouse who had never forgotten the lion's mercy. The mouse grinned, his heart swelling with pride. No matter how small, each of us can play an important part. Moral: never underestimate anyone, for they might help you when you least expect it. Smiling face with smiling eyes. Once upon a time, Sam was playing in his grandfather's old library, and as he was examining the dusty books, he found an ancient map hidden inside a tattered book. The map was covered with mysterious marks and tangled lines leading to an unknown place. "It looks like a treasure map," cried Sam excitedly, "there might be gold buried." The friends were thrilled, and together they decided to embark on an adventure in search of the treasure. The friends packed their gear and started following the map's clues. They trekked through thick forests, climbed hills, and crossed small rivers, facing puzzles that needed solving at every turn. At one location, they found oddly arranged stones, which they had to reorganize to form a secret word that opened a hidden path. Elsewhere, they encountered a mysterious drawing on the wall. After much thought, they realized it pointed them in a direction they needed to follow. After an exciting and challenging journey, they finally arrived at the map's marked spot, an ancient cave behind a colossal tree. The friends entered the cave cautiously, finding an old dusty chest waiting for them. They opened it with eager hearts, expecting to see glittering gold and jewels, but what they found was completely different. The chest was full of old books and precious manuscripts, filled with marvelous stories, valuable information from the past, and wise teachings. Initially, they felt disappointed because there was no gold, but they soon realized that knowledge is the greatest treasure in the world. "Maybe we didn't find gold," said Sam, holding one of the books, "but we found something far richer: wisdom and knowledge." They took the books back home, began to read them, sharing the stories with the folks of their village, and soon everyone understood that true treasure isn't always gold, but can be found in knowledge and learning. The lesson: knowledge is the true treasure that lasts forever. On a cold night, there was a little cat walking alone in the city streets, searching for a shelter to shield her from the chill. The cat was feeling hungry and tired, and each time she approached a house, doors were shut in her face. As the cat wandered, a large dog approached her and began barking loudly to frighten her. Petrified, the cat ran away, not knowing where to go. At that moment, a small bird saw the scene from atop a tree. The bird flew down and said, "Don't be afraid, I know a place where you can go." The bird then led the cat to a small house, where a kind girl lived who dearly loved cats. When the cat arrived at the house, the girl opened the door and saw the little, shivering cat. She smiled gently and said, "Oh, you are so beautiful. Are you lost?" Then she tenderly carried the cat inside, feeding her and offering her a warm bed. From that day on, the cat happily and safely lived in the house, always thankful to the bird that helped her. The cat and the girl became inseparable friends. Moral: kindness and help can change the life of someone, or an animal, in need of safety. Red Heart. In a forest lived a very speedy hare, always boasting about his swiftness and mocking other slower animals. He particularly enjoyed teasing the tortoise, saying, "You're so slow. You'll never get anywhere quickly like this." The tortoise felt sad but decided she would teach the hare a lesson. She said to him, "What if we race? Let's see who reaches the big tree first." The hare laughed loudly and said, "A race? Against you? This will be the easiest race of my life." The race began, and as expected, the hare darted off and quickly vanished from sight, while the tortoise moved slowly but steadily. Seeing he was far ahead, the hare decided to take a nap under a tree, saying, "I'll rest a little, and when I wake up, I'll easily reach the finish line." But while the hare slept, the tortoise kept moving without stop, step by step, without losing hope. When the hare awoke, he was surprised to see the tortoise nearing the finish line. He tried to run fast to catch up, but it was too late, the tortoise reached first. The hare learned an important lesson that day: arrogance and laziness can defeat even the fastest, while perseverance and determination are the keys to success. Moral of the story: do not underestimate others, for persistence and hard work can triumph over speed and skill.